What's up, everyone? As you've seen in the title, this is the Jurassic World Dominion movie spoiler review. And to get straight to it, I really enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Um, I don't know what the flack it's getting. I don't know why it's getting a lot of the hate, criticism. I thought it was good. I had no problems with the film. I thought it was great to see the legacy cast mixed with the new cast members, Jurassic Park cast members with the Jurassic World cast members, and I didn't have any problem with it. One thing that my cousin had brought to me was that Jeff Goldblum, he's getting critiqued as playing Ian Malcolm as a caricature. I don't know if I said that right. Caricature of the Ian Malcolm from the original films, and as he said, there was a line that he mentions, and they're like, that's not how he would speak. And if you've seen the original films, you would definitely know that's how he speaks. And I forgot what it was, the line that he mentioned, but what I'm trying to get at is that Jeff Goldblum playing Ian Malcolm, there was no change. If you go back to the old films, you see how he speaks, how he makes these jokes. Like, there was no difference from him having said any of the things that he said or how he acts in this film to make it weird or off. Like, that's not his character. I really don't get that concept of why people are arguing. There also was the talk of the locust issue, how what it's supposed to be about the dinosaurs and them on the land of roaming around and causing havoc. Why do we have to deal with locusts as an issue? And as another thing that my cousin brought up, which makes sense, is that one, we have technology as humans to hold down these dinosaurs. They're not really smart like that and have weapons to fight us that we can just destroy them and take them out without an issue. Like, this was in a world where they were invading us as a mass population of dinosaurs trying to take over. That's not what this film was about, or the franchise is about in general, and especially this film where it's like, why would they be roaming like that and causing mass havoc? They just happen to be in areas and in the way, which there's a part where there's a people watching a movie, drive-in movie theater, and the Tyrannosaurus appears out of nowhere, and it's like, how couldn't they, satellite images and whatnot, put any type of have a response to that, like warn people. That's something I didn't get, but it didn't bother me. I know I had a TikTok person who had mentioned something, and I just did not agree with what she was saying, and I made a comment and respectfully, and I said something, and she responded to one of the pieces where there, I believe in the other country, the whole black market, how the dinosaurs are rampaging in that little town area, and I'm like, well, they were escaped from having been in the black market. Like, they were released. It wasn't like they just randomly rampaged. You try to downplay what I just said about they wouldn't just be out in the middle of nowhere trying to destroy, take over the land. Like, that had nothing to do with them being released from having been captured. And I don't know. She just try to word it as if I was wrong. And I'm like, I know I said something in response to her that's like, you're wrong with your take. Like, I respect opinions and ideas, but like, your take of it just didn't make sense. And I know I said something and put her in it, made her think like, and she just felt, I don't know, maybe to downplay it, or she still just strongly feels the way she feels on the initial take of it, which I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And there's a lot of that with TikTokers, especially, who people are really known and popular, that they give their critiques and comments about, TV shows like the Marvel shows and Obi-Wan Kenobi right now, like Star Wars in general, and how they'll say something and they give their take on it, but it's like, are you even watching the show? Do you realize what was said that you're saying? Like, for example, one TikToker mentions how Obi-Wan Kenobi was in the bacta tank, healing, and he gets out of it 2 minutes magically healed. And somebody who had responded to that TikTok showed that the character told Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're still badly burned. You need to stay in there. So what do you mean he's magically healed? Like, these people, they don't know what they're talking about. That's something I've realized a lot. And I just try to give a genuine, honest take and understanding of what it is that I'm watching and just give my opinion. So if you're watching any of my videos, it's a spoiler review. I put it in parentheses, and if you don't care about spoilers, then awesome. Let me know your take on it as you see it. My video along with the film when you finally get to see it, or if you've seen the movie already, any of the movies already, and then you come to see my spoiler review, please give me your take. Please leave comments. Let's have a conversation. I want to talk about it, but I try to be honest and real, and I have more of an understanding of, especially having watched over time and not just watching a film. Like I kind of started to watch more than just what's going on from what I see in the screen, but metaphors or ideas that the writer tries to implement. And I still have some growing to do with that, but I understand a lot of the things, and I can also see flaws. I've seen flaws, but I really don't get the hate for Jurassic World. I mean, what else can you do? It's not like you can have another park. They did something where they have the dinosaurs roaming among humans, but they're not like locusts from Gears of War where they're coming out of the ground and there's a war happening. They have weapons. That's not what it is about. And I love the whole aspect of the locusts have mutated locusts that were created, and that they're destroying the agriculture. I like the take on Biosyn, the company, how they created these locusts to destroy the world's agriculture so that their seeds could be used for farming, and they have a stronghold on the farming market, and try to be the world power in that. So we have world domination in that. So I like that story, excuse me, and I thought it was awesome to integrate it, because that was something that dealt with the Ellie Sattler character, and then Alan Grant, who helps her, and somebody was like, oh, why is he like reluctant, or why he looks like he doesn't want to be there, the way he's played by Sam Neill. And it's like, because he's over it, everything what's going on. He's dealt with Jurassic Park. He just wants to live his life and find fossils and stuff, but he's also missing something, and he does join Ellie Sattler because why not? You're saying he wouldn't, but of course he's actually, you can tell he has a thing for her. Like, why would he join her? And they eventually meet Dr. Ian Malcolm, who you think he's part of Biosyn as an advisor, which kind of seemed off. Like, why are you working with these people? But he's actually not with them, and he has Ellie and Sam to do what they have to do. He helps them infiltrate the company to expose them for having created these locusts, and their plan. And it integrates with Owen Grady and Claire, played by Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, who's trying to get back the clone Maisie, the little girl, and Blue, the raptor, because they're also integral to the story. I don't know why the raptor is important, the baby raptor. And I get the idea of the clone. They explain it, how Dr. Wu, who spliced the dinosaurs like the Indoraptor and the Dominus Rex and Jurassic World, who happens to be in the first film of Jurassic Park. They gave him a redeeming arc. Like, he wants to get rid of the locusts, but he needs the DNA of the clone, who was created by her own self, the mother, because she did give birth to her, but she does something to her DNA that she doesn't get affected. The little girl, clone version of her, doesn't get affected to what she herself has, that she ends up dying from. But that he needs the baby, the Indoraptor, because whatever splicing genes happened, and then Blue was able to give birth to the baby without a father or the male assisting in that. He just needed all that to create another locust that would be exposed to the other mutated locusts and destroy them. But I thought it went very well. I thought they handled it very well. I liked it a lot. Again, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I thought it integrated the legacy cast with the new cast very well. I enjoyed seeing the two characters from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom back in the beginning of the film. I realized they didn't give them more of a role, because I understand that they had two other new characters who were just as important in the film. And I thought they were great in their role as well. But I really liked it. I recommend Jurassic World Dominion, and I give it 2 thumbs up. Out of the 6 films, it's number 2 on my list of Jurassic World Dominion, so I recommend it, and I would say check it out, see for yourself. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Also hit the what is the button I'm looking for? The bell icon notification. I don't know why it got out of my memory, but subscribe, hit the notification button, leave a thumbs up and leave some comments. Let's have a conversation. Let's keep it professional, but let's have a conversation. And yeah, thank you so much. Until next time, later.